Zebros. Zebros.
Oh boy, I'm already sweaty. Hello and welcome back to my magical corner of the internet. Today we are at D23. We're here for day 3 of D23. We did not go to Friday or Saturday, and that's okay because we're still gonna have a good time. I'm here with my best friend Chris. We're really excited to see a lot of the booths. Chris, what are you excited about?
Shopping.
Shopping, yeah. We're gonna shop. We're gonna have fun. We do not have tickets to the Honda Center thing, but we're excited for all of the new announcements. They've already announced a ton of cool things. Frozen 3, updates on Villains Land and Avatar Land. I'm excited to shop. I'm excited for the sauce machine, which is like not even that Disney branded, but it seems really cool. We are dressed as Zebros. More on that later. Anyways, let's have a magical day. Chris and I are dressed as Jean Zabraxton and Jean Zabrowski from Zootopia 2. Just this year, Chris and I have gotten really into watching WWE. Chris was already into it, longtime fan. He kind of showed me some of the wrestlers and I've been really enjoying watching it. The Zebros are voiced by CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns voices Jean Zabraxton and CM Punk voices Jean Zabrowski. Zabrowski or Zabrowski? Zabrowski. CM Punk has become one of my favorite wrestlers, so I'm very excited to be cosplaying him by like 2 degrees today. I made a majority of our costumes. I did buy this jacket just because, like, could I make this jacket? Yes. Did I need to? Not really. Starting with Jean Zabraxton, I made Chris's hat. I did a test strip before I started the hat. My original plan was to spray paint it white and then paint the black stripes on it, and then I was like, why would I do that? I was between a t-shirt paint and puffy paint, but ultimately I did like how the puffy paint looked. I also made, you'll see Jean Zabraxton has almost like a bulletproof vest because he's a police officer. If you haven't seen Zootopia 2, spoiler alert, but he's a police officer, so he wears almost like a bulletproof vest of sorts. I had this like bathing suit material and I thought, good enough. He has these little like Velcro things showing, and that was really important to me to include in this part of the costume. Chris is just wearing that bulletproof vest, although if any bullets fly, Chris is probably a goner. He's just wearing it over a black t-shirt, which is what Jean Zabraxton wears, and then these super cool sleeves. Chris, show your sleeves. That way people know he's a zebra. The lady at the check-in desk clearly did not know that we were Zebros, and she just was like, coordinating outfits, and we were like, haha, yeah. Then for my costume, Jean Zabrowski, I started with the shorts. I just bought normal zebra material and cut out my favorite shorts pattern. I was able to double wear these shorts when we went to the zoo, which was pretty cool. I did cut out a waistband expecting to use a bigger elastic, but I forgot that you have to double the length because you're going to fold it in half. So then luckily I had a backup elastic and I was able to use that one. I also made this necklace. I used polymer clay just to do like a black background and then yellow polymer clay to do the badge part. I put them into the oven and I baked them according to the package directions, but I put them on this acetate sheet. If you're going to try this at home, don't put them on an acetate sheet. I don't know why I did that. That was stupid. The plastic pretty much like melted and fused to the other plastic. It was really hard to pry off, so don't do that. And then I just drew on with like a black tiny marker. I also made the headband because I was feeling like I wasn't zebra enough. I had the shorts, but like although the jacket is a little zebra-ish, I wasn't giving a lot of zebra. So I made this headband just by like sewing a tube and putting elastic into it. Jean Zabrowski is, I don't know if this is like canon, I feel like it is, but he's not a zebra, he's a horse cosplaying as a zebra. That is how I feel. I'm not actually a zebra. I'm just a human cosplaying a horse, cosplaying a zebra. I know I might have tricked you, but that's actually not what I am. Upon entering the convention floor, I was overwhelmed. We were here just for one day and balancing the queues with panels, events, and experiences, so the pressure was on. I wanted to give my thoughts in the moment, but I was experiencing it all myself for the first time and had limited time, so a voiceover seemed like a better way to show the vast multitudes of what we saw. Chris and I are musical theater fiends, so we had to start with the Broadway exhibit. These were the costumes worn by the actual actors on Broadway. My jaw was on the floor. I think the coolest area was the Imagineering Horizons Pavilion. I cannot believe how much new technology and parks development they're working on. The new Coco ride, Avatar Land, updates to Avengers Campus, Piston Peak, Monsters Inc. Land, Tropical Americas. And these little guys fixing the ship were adorable. I had to stare for like 5 minutes. I had a little sleeve. We also watched Ashley Eckstein, Daniel Logan, and Ming-Na Wen compete in movie trivia hosted by Nina West.
What part of your world? Little Mermaid.
I think you would know this song with me, right? Look at this crowd. Isn't it neat?
Perhaps an exhibit that I was not expecting to be so impressed by was the archives. I couldn't wrap my head around Hannah Montana actual outfits, just iconic. And then a whole bunch of props and costumes from Muppet Treasure Island. It's like they were appealing directly to me. It's so wild to think that these things were in the parks or in movies, and I experienced them in that context, and now they're just here. And they had such cool artifacts up for auctions, like Muppet Vision relics and fulfilling my dream of pulling the sword from the stone. We went to a panel about Disney-fying your home, and I found it so inspiring. Like, it really had me contemplating why I haven't incorporated more magic into my space. I just love themed spaces so much.
This is a steam locomotive built in 1906 that I've been restoring and operating now at my property in North Central California.
I just like to tell a story. If someone is coming into your home, if someone is staying at your home, what story are you trying to tell them? When they're staying in a room, what do you want to make them feel when they're staying in the room? And so my entire house, every room has a story. As you walk through every room, I say, okay, and now you're, falling down the rabbit hole and going into Wonderland, and then just find pieces that help you tell that story.
I was working on a very small budget, and I just treasure hunted everywhere. Facebook Marketplace, estate sales, garage sales, thrift stores, and you just find treasures out there, and you could do it for very little money.
Look for the details. I am somebody who is constantly visually collecting. And what do I mean by that? It's like when I'm at the parks, or when I'm traveling, or when I'm at a cool restaurant that I like the style of the bar or whatnot. I'm just constantly scanning and absorbing those influences and then taking that back to whatever project I'm working on. And you never know, I could be walking through Frontierland and see a lamppost and I'm like, actually I love the way they constructed that and the way they dovetailed it and those bolts, that's a really cool detail, and I'll snap a picture of it. And I might forget about it for a while, but then someday I'm gonna come back to I'm gonna have a need for a lamppost. And I'm gonna be like, you know what? I think I remember being influenced by that.
And I think that's the thing, similar to Brett, where he snaps pictures. If I find little, again, gadgets and gizmos, I might not have a spot for it, but if I have to have it, I'll buy it. And I think I had to get over the fact of, it's my home. This is my space. I can break rules. There's no rules in the house. Because sometimes they say, well, you can't do that in the house. That ruins the feng shui, or that ruins, no, it's your house.
My whole life, riding the Haunted Mansion and going down the hall where all the doors are, and you're passing these doors, for me, I always wondered, what are in those doors? Like, what's behind those doors? And so when I built this and I was building the doors, I was like, now everybody gets to see what's behind these doors. Everyone has a story.
Yeah, exactly. We all speak flavor. Now we're gonna try all of our sauces from our Heinz experience. first is gonna be Orange Mojo. Very sweet. I don't know if orange is the flavor so much as just vinegar.
It's orangey.
It's citrusy, but it's spicy. Next, mustard. Brow House mustard. Looks like that. Ooh, you know what it kind of tastes like? Is peanut butter. Like a lot stronger of a flavor, but it tastes like peanut butter.
It reminds me of an Asian mustard. Like it's a very nose-clearing mustard.
Next is a blackberry bourbon barbecue. Looks like that. Ooh.
You can taste the blackberry.
Oh my gosh, that one's delicious. I want that one on ice cream. Very fruity, not very bourbony to me.
Not really very barbecue saucy to me either.
That's true. And then maple sweet chili. Oh, interesting. That one tastes like maple syrup, like a spicy maple syrup.
I agree, but I like it.
We get to vote for our favorite, and the favorite is going to become a park exclusive. What's your first impression favorite, and which one would you want to be a park exclusive?
I think my first impression favorite would be the blackberry barbecue. That was very good. But in the parks, I think I'd want the maple spicy one. Because I feel like you could put it on a lot of stuff. Fries or potato barrels or something. Like if you're at Disney World and they have those tater tots at Woody's Lunchbox or whatever. But I like the maple sweet chili.
I agree. I think the blackberry bourbon is delicious, but it's a little too sweet. Like if I was at the park and that was my sauce, it's kind of almost too similar to normal barbecue and like too sweet for me to want it over normal barbecue. And I also feel like it's kind of a Knott's Berry Farm boysenberry dupe. They should leave berry sauces to Knott's Berry Farm. Maple sweet chili is not like anything that I've had in the park. I mean, other than like hot honey, but it's a different flavor. The mustard, there's already mustard. I prefer the mustard packets that they have for like fancy mustard over this. And then the Mojo is like very like savory, almost like a gravy. I don't think I would want to put it on anything that I'm eating at the park. My sauce that I made, my personal creation, is a honey mustard barbecue with mango and garlic, and I like it. I think it's good. I probably wouldn't sell it. It's just very sweet from the mango and a little bit sour. I'm enjoying it for the moment because it's my creation.
Mine that I created is a honey mustard mayo, and I added buffalo sauce and garlic, and I think it is fantastic. You should buy this from me. Tell Heinz to create Chris's sauce.
If there's a write-in option, maybe we'll vote for Chris's. Then we enter our shopping era. We got scared earlier in the day when we found out most of the goods stores had virtual queues that we were not in. Eventually, they did open them up, but it just made our shopping experience stressful. It seemed a bit picked over on the last day, but we still had some decent pulls. Then Chris and I went separate ways because seeing the Jonas Brothers was a big priority for me, and I had to get in the queue 2.5 hours before it started.
Our presentation will begin in 5 minutes. Please be seated.
The Jonas Brothers. D23 makes some noise. Thank you so much for doing this, man. Wow, you guys, thanks for having me. What up? Hold on, Vernon. Where's my ring? I don't want another pretty face. I don't want just anyone to hold. I don't want my love to go to waste. I want you and your beautiful soul.
And that's a wrap on on our D23 day. We did go in the park for a second because we wanted to get dinner. We just came back from that. Do you have any closing thoughts?
Highlights: enjoyed hanging out with Nina West and Ashley Eckstein. Lowlights: needing virtual queues for everything for like the morning. Because we only did one day, everything felt rushed.
Highlight: seeing the Jonas Brothers and also making my own Heinz sauce.
Sauce was a highlight.
That was pretty cool. But yeah, I think just going one day and feeling the rush and the virtual queues. Let me buy things. I'll wait in a line. Just let me buy things. The Imagineering booths were cool. I wish we got to see the Loungefly booth. We missed that one, and we missed box lunch. We missed box lunch
We
too.
did.
Anyways, we're so tired. We got up at I got up at 4 a.m. Chris got up at probably 5.
Yeah.
Before we end this vlog, we're gonna do a haul. I got this Olumel bag. I liked its small size and its adjustable strap. I've been looking for new park bags. This will come in handy. I love Olumel. He's so tropical and cutesy. I'm excited to have that. Also in the same spirit, I got an Olumel hat. It's my favorite color. I love that it's like corduroy. And I got a similar hat of Gelatoni as well. There's my guy. And I also got a Scooter pin to put on my park bag. Scooter doesn't usually come in a lot of pin sets, so I thought it was cool that they had a pin of him, and I definitely want to represent him. He's probably in my top 2 Muppets.
Who's number 1?
Fozzie Bear is my favorite. I didn't get a Fozzie Bear pin because I just got a Fozzie Bear bag charm, and I don't need like 1,000 Fozzie Bears. Like, he'll be represented, don't worry. Okay, Chris haul.
This is gonna be a little bit longer because I like shopping. I got a Tom Morrow 2.0 shirt. If you guys remember on old Disney Channel, they had Tom Morrow. I also got Fozzie Bear pin. I really wanted, my favorite Muppet is Dr. Teeth or any of the Electric Mayhem. They did have an Animal pin, but I feel like everybody likes Animal. I like the other members of the Electric Mayhem. Or Rolf, the dog. I really wanted a Rolf one, but they did not have him.
We need Rolf representation.
From the Marceline, Missouri thing, Walt Disney's hometown, a bunch of postcards. I send a lot of mail, so needed to stock up on postcards from the Walt Disney Family Museum. Got some packs of postcards. The cool thing about the Marceline ones, though, I guess one of the post offices in Marceline is named after Walt Disney. It's the only government building with his name on it, and it has its own little like Walt Disney post office postage cancellation mark. And if you mailed something from the booth today, they're going to bring it back to Marceline, backdate the thing so it looks like you're mailing it today from Marceline. So that's cool. I mailed a postcard that will be sent from Marceline. Okay, it looks like I didn't get that much stuff actually. I got a Duffy shirt. And then I think this is the last thing I got. It is a Horizons Disney Experiences Showcase shirt, which was the theme of the Imagineering Pavilion that they had at the expo this year. So got a shirt for that.
Yeah.
That's it.
We did go in the D23 merch store, but either it was just picked over because it was the last day, or there just wasn't really anything that spoke to us. They did have the Scooter, the Muppet Show jacket, but do we really need another jacket in California? Not really. I think that's the end. This is something that I've been looking forward to for like months. So now what am I going to look forward to?
The next one in 2028.
Thanks for following along. Please like and subscribe. Please continue to support this channel, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Bye.